The air crackled with anticipation. A symphony of sirens wailed in the distance, their urgent cries swallowed by the heavy silence inside the vault. A bead of sweat trickled down Max's temple, mirroring the tension that gripped the room. Millions in diamonds, a king's ransom, rested inches from his gloved fingers. This was it, the moment their meticulously crafted plan, a symphony of daring and precision, would culminate in ultimate triumph or crushing defeat. Max, the mastermind, exuded an aura of quiet confidence, his steady hands belying the adrenaline coursing through his veins. Next to him stood Lola, the enigmatic safecracker, her nimble fingers dancing over the intricate lock mechanism of a vault rumored to be impenetrable. Rounding off their trio was Benny, the getaway driver and resident tech whiz, his eyes glued to the multiple screens feeding him security footage. Tonight, they were more than just thieves. They were artists on the verge of pulling off the most audacious heist in history. Max wasn't born a criminal mastermind. Life had a funny way of nudging you onto unexpected paths. An orphan who honed his skills on the streets, he possessed a sharp mind and an even sharper wit. He saw opportunity where others saw only obstacles, and the gleaming treasures locked away in the city's most secure vaults became his ultimate challenge. Lola, a woman of mystery shrouded in an alluring veil of secrecy, was a master of deception. Her past was a tapestry woven with whispers of a privileged upbringing, a rebellious streak, and an uncanny knack for cracking any code, be it mechanical or digital. She found a strange sense of freedom in outsmarting systems designed to keep people like her out. Benny, the youngest of the crew, was a tech prodigy who could infiltrate any system with a few keystrokes. He saw the world through the binary code of ones and zeros, finding beauty in the elegant dance of algorithms. Behind his boyish grin resided a fierce loyalty to his friends, the only family he'd ever known. Together, they formed a formidable team, their individual skills complementing each other perfectly. Driven by their past, united by their ambition, they dared to challenge the established order, seeking their own brand of justice and a shot at a life beyond their wildest dreams. The seed of the heist was sown in a dingy diner, fueled by lukewarm coffee and dreams of a life less ordinary. Max, ever the strategist, unveiled his audacious plan to infiltrate the legendary Sterling Gallery, home to the world-famous Aurora Diamond, a priceless gem steeped in history and lore. Weeks were spent studying blueprints, analyzing security protocols, and mapping every inch of the gallery. Benny, a digital phantom, infiltrated their systems, creating backdoors and disabling surveillance feeds with the deftness of a maestro conducting a digital orchestra. Their planning sessions, held in abandoned warehouses and late-night diners, were a testament to their meticulousness, every detail scrutinized, every eventuality accounted for. Their plan hinged on perfect timing, exploiting a brief window during a high-profile gala when the Aurora Diamond would be temporarily displayed on the main floor, a calculated risk that would either catapult them into a life of luxury or land them behind bars for a lifetime. The night of the gala arrived cloaked in a velvet darkness that mirrored the audacious plan about to unfold. Dressed to the nines, Max and Lola slipped into the throng of socialites and art connoisseurs, their outward composure a stark contrast to the adrenaline pumping through their veins. Benny, stationed in a nondescript van blocks away, was their eyes and ears, feeding them real-time information, his fingers dancing over the keyboard, manipulating security feeds, and creating diversions to keep the guards distracted. Inside the gallery, Max and Lola moved with practiced ease, their steps measured, their eyes constantly scanning their surroundings. As the clock ticked towards the appointed hour, the air grew thick with tension, every rustle of fabric, every clinking glass amplifying the pounding in their chests. Each stolen glance, each whispered word, brought them closer to their goal, the weight of their ambition pressing down on them like a physical entity. The game was afoot. Showtime at the gallery. Under the guise of admiring a particularly abstract piece, Max subtly disabled a motion sensor, creating a blind spot in the security grid. Lola, with a practiced hand and nerves of steel, picked the lock on a side door, granting them access to a labyrinthine network of corridors that snaked behind the gallery walls. Every creak of the floorboards, every distant echo sent shivers down their spines. They moved like phantoms, their bodies pressed against the cool stone walls, their senses on high alert. The pressure was immense, the stakes higher than ever, yet their movements remained fluid, a testament to their countless hours of planning and unwavering trust in each other. The air was thick with the musty scent of aged canvases and the faint aroma of expensive perfume lingering from the gala guests. They were invisible ghosts, gliding through the heart of the gallery, their every step taking them closer to their prize, the legendary Aurora Diamond. Section 6. Tick-tock, time trap. Reaching the vault, a formidable steel behemoth guarding its treasure, a knot of anxiety tightened in Max's stomach. This was Lola's domain, her moment to shine. As she knelt before the intricate lock mechanism, her tools laid out with surgical precision, Benny's anxious voice crackled through the comms. "Guys, we have a problem! Security just doubled the patrol outside the vault. You have 2 minutes, Max, before they change shifts and sweep the area. 2 minutes! 120 seconds to breach a vault that had thwarted countless attempts." Lola's brow furrowed in concentration, her nimble fingers working with astonishing speed and dexterity, the delicate clicks of tumblers breaking the tense silence. Each second that ticked by was a hammer blow against their nerves, each breath a stolen moment in a race against time. The pressure was immense, the weight of their meticulously crafted plan resting on her slender shoulders. Outside the vault, Max fought to maintain his composure, his eyes glued to the chronometer on his wrist, every tick a painful reminder of their dwindling time. Section 7. The Vanishing Act. Just as the seconds ticked down to a heart-stopping climax, the vault swung open with a groan that seemed to reverberate through the entire building. Lola, her face beaded with sweat but a triumphant glint in her eyes, stepped back, revealing the Aurora Diamond, its facets blazing with an otherworldly fire in the dim light. "We have what we came for. Let's move!" Max's voice was a low growl, barely audible above the pounding in his chest. Scooping up the prize, they retraced their steps, their movements honed to a fine art, their nerves stretched taut as they navigated the labyrinthine corridors back to their entry point. Slipping back into the throng of unsuspecting guests, they melted into the crowd, 2 more faces in the sea of champagne smiles and glittering jewels. Benny, their digital guardian angel, created a series of carefully timed distractions, throwing the security team off balance and buying them precious seconds to make their escape. Section 8. A Toast to Freedom. Bursting out of a side exit and into the cool night air, they piled into the waiting van, the engine roaring to life even before the doors slammed shut. Benny, his face a mixture of relief and exhilaration, punched the gas, leaving the Sterling Gallery and its stunned occupants in their dust. As they sped away into the night, the city lights painting streaks of color against the windshield, a sense of exhilaration, of pure, unadulterated freedom washed over them. They had done it. Against all odds, they had pulled off the impossible, outsmarting the most sophisticated security system and getting away with their prize. Clinking glasses of cheap champagne, they toasted their success, their laughter echoing in the confines of the van, a testament to their audacity, their camaraderie, and their shared triumph against the odds. The Aurora Diamond, a symbol of wealth and power, was now theirs, a tangible reminder of their extraordinary feat. Section 9. The legend lives on. The heist of the Aurora Diamond became the stuff of legends, whispered in hushed tones in the darkest corners of the city. Some condemned their actions, decrying them as criminals who had violated a sacred trust. Others, however, saw them as modern-day Robin Hoods, challenging the status quo and exposing the vulnerabilities of the elite. Max, Lola, and Benny disappeared into the shadows, their faces gracing the front pages of newspapers for a fleeting moment before fading into obscurity. Rumors circulated about their whereabouts, their exploits exaggerated with each retelling, their legend growing with each passing year. Some say they used their newfound wealth for good, funding charities and righting wrongs far from the public eye. Others believe they vanished into the lap of luxury, living out their days on sun-drenched beaches, sipping cocktails with diamond-encrusted straws. Whatever their fate, one thing remained certain: the legend of their daring heist, a masterpiece of planning and execution, would continue to captivate and inspire generations to come.